How picturesque is this? We've got a lake right here. Mate, what do you reckon?
It's like being in a postcard.
What's going through your mind right now?
Are we gonna get out?
It's a long way to Tipperary from here, that's for sure. A long way to go. Surrounded by mountains, just tar just running everywhere. There's not actually, we haven't seen any tar. But they'll be here somewhere. We've just got to find them. Oh, we've been here for about half an hour, 40 minutes now. Done a wee bit of glassing, haven't seen any animals. That lake with the frozen ice is still making crazy sounds. It sounds out of it, bro. It's 9 o'clock in the morning, or thereabouts. Now begins the long, hard slog that comes with hunting the tahr. I'll just wait here for you.
How do you shoot it?
My job's pretty much done now because I've just showed him the tahr up there. There's a bull up on the horizon.
1 kilometer.
1 kilometre away. Oh, if we had Smitty's 338 edge, we could shoot it from here. But it's good. We're only 5 minutes into the hunt and we've seen a tahr. Awesome. She's warming up, warming up. 15 minutes later, we can still see our bull up on the horizon. It looks like he's starting to move now. We're going to find a nice shady spot to hide it from this hot sun. It's going to be a stinking hot day up here. Middle of winter. It's probably going to get up 20 degrees, I reckon. Espen's rocking a mint wool top, Viking style. Looks like chainmail, but he's a bit concerned. He reckons he might end up looking like a fish by the end of the day because of the pattern on it. That's a sweet looking top wool. It's sweet. I'm going to get one. I'm going to get me one of those. We're in a bit of a scrub out here. It's shit ass. Oh, we've just had to struggle through a heap of monkey scrub and we've got a bit more before we get to the tussock. The scrub's really thick. We can still see the one bull way up top. Haven't seen any others yet, but there's a lot of cover and a lot of scrub down here for them to hide in. The Department of Conservation's been in here shooting bulls, so that's why we haven't seen any up high. I imagine they're all living down the scrub.
With these
pros and cons. Be a good place to hunker down and
should have gotten a longer rifle.
Well, we've come around the corner and hit cliffs. So we won't be going that way. But where there's cliffs, there's tahr, so we're actually just below where we saw the bull this morning. He's still there, he's sitting up on top of the rock, but he's on top of those rocks up there. But we won't be able to get until he moves down in the evening. So we just need to get to a better vantage point. See if we can find some bulls in that scrub down there. There's a lot of scrub. Mid-morning now, probably 11 o'clock. We've come up around the edge a bit more and we've reached the steep stuff. It's really steep here, so I reckon we're pretty close to some animals. I think they're probably just up around the corner, so we're just going to climb up this knuckle, moving nice and slowly, and hopefully we'll bang into some animals. There's a lot of sign here and we're not far below where we saw the bull this morning, so we may even get a shot at him. I have to say, Espen's doing extremely well. I don't think he's even busted out in a sweat yet. It's good, it's big country up here. It takes a long time to move around the hills. It's very steep and dangerous and exposed climb up there. Picked our way up and there's no bloody tahr up here. We'll find them, they're here somewhere. Blimmin' heck, it's a hard yakka. I think we're going to have a nice cup of tea now, so we don't have any cups or tea. might just have some nuts. What are your thoughts so far, mate, on this country?
Super nice country. Amazing. But steep.
There's got to be tar on that face over there. We might have something to eat, get the binoculars out and sit here for an hour or so glassing, enjoying the beautiful scenery of New Zealand's South Island. The glacier's right there, check that out.
And we've just seen a mob of bulls, well, a couple of bulls and the mob of nannies way over there under the cloud, a long way away. And we've seen some more tahr. I was just saying it's amazing, we haven't seen more animals here. A couple over here, way over there. There's a nice lunch. Cheese, salami, bit of tahr jerky, 10 years old. I've slowly been eyeing my way through it. Caraffing his decks. Fair call, it's pretty steep up here. Almost cracked my decks as well. It's close. We're going to go back round where we saw that bull from and shoot it. We can't see any more in shootable distance, so we're just going to go shoot him, see what happens.
It's about 40 minutes later, an hour later. At 2 o'clock in the afternoon, it's starting to cloud in. We've traversed all the way across. We're going to try to climb up to see if we can climb level with the bull that we saw this morning and see what he's like. But he may not be there, he may have winded us and buggered off. I'm so happy to see the water. I ran out of water about an hour ago, hour and a half ago, 2 hours ago. I'm extremely thirsty. Ta-da! Espen. I'm just talking to the camera again. Keeps looking up when I talk to you fellas, thinks I'm talking to him. And then when I talk to him, he thinks I'm talking to you fellas, so he doesn't listen to me. It's a vicious circle. Can't see any tahr up there. Well, we saw about 5 tahr today, but 4 of them were about 4 kilometres away. They didn't really count. 1 tahr in this catchment. Miserable Department of Conservation. How dare you kill all of the animals in New Zealand? Bloody old jet balls, I don't know if they fixed the new ones, but the old ones, they always boil so fast that they boil all over the side and then you can't hold the bloody things because it's too hot.
The lid is going to come on.
You've got one of those MSR ones, they're real good, eh? A little bit shagged. I think we're going to go over to that hill there and glass. See if we can see some animals. Bloody clouds starting to sock in, so we may or may not see some animals. But that's the thing, you've just got to be into wind. And I think tomorrow we're going to see if we can get up those cliffs because maybe that's where the animals are. It's not great conditions for the binocularing. Dinner time. Bit of a communication breakdown. Espen didn't realise that I wanted the boiling water in the pasta pot, so he tipped it in the sauce pot. Oh, we got runny sauce, but it's still delicious. It's okay. He didn't ruin Christmas, but it was bloody close, wasn't it, mate?
All of these.
Sweet as. Didn't realise I was buying ancient grains when I got the muesli. Kind of wanted fresh grains, not old ones, but oh well. Woke up this morning, lit the fire, because I thought it was going to get light. It was, what was it, 4:15 or something in the morning.
Lit the fire. Espen gets up and goes, oh, it's 4:15, so I went back to bed, put the water on the fire, and then when we finally got up, the water was boiling. Got up at 6 o'clock, called it at 6, and now we're ready to go, but it's still dark outside, and it's cloudy, but the clouds coming and going. We got a bit of rain last night, but it wasn't too much, just a bit of a shower, so we're hoping that we'll be able to bust some animals, change a light, walking back up the hill again, because there's not many Tahr up here, up the south branch of Butler. Yes, that's who we are. More than welcome to come up here if you want, because there's no stinking animals here. And we were hoping to come up here and have a bit of a glass over there to see if we could get up, but it's steep as bro. So we were hoping to be able to get up into those clouds. But this is pretty major. You can see the glacier, the terminal face of the glacier is right there. Maybe 5 or 6 years ago it used to be here. Before that it was there. And then that's where it used to be. You can see that big scoop of rocks that's pushed up there. So it's retreating at quite an alarming rate. It used to be there. It's now way up there. The Kias have come in to say hi. He wants my head torch. I put my head torch on flash and he wants to come in and grab it. Get fresh snow, there you go. Can't see any Tahrs yet. I don't think there's very many Tahr up here. I think Doc has just hammered the shit out of them. It's getting on to 8 o'clock in the morning now. And that cloud's slowly clearing, so we will be able to see the top soon. I think what we're going to do is just move around a little bit around the edge so we can see onto those faces a bit more. After an hour of glassing, the clouds cleared not far above camp and we've found a bull and 3 nannies. There's our camp, that's the bull, and the nanny's right there. It's pretty steep, there's a bluff just below there. We may be able to go up around there, and we may be able to go up around there. It's pretty bloody steep around there with the big cliff just under it, so it's a tricky one. He's there, we know where he is. Yeah, he's way up there somewhere. He's the only one we've seen anyway. We've been looking pretty damn hard. Unbelievable. You wouldn't read about it. Anyway, we've seen one. Thank Christ for that. So there's the bull. Go up and shoot at Espen. I'd like to stay here and just point and say, yep, go this way, go that way, but I may have to go over there, I think. We can get up around there if we go around that scree slope, right up, right up, right up, right up. But then by the time we get there, goodness knows where he's going to be. He might have gone right up, he might have gone around the side of it, but he should still be there. If we go up and look across flanking him, we should be able to get a shot away, and he shouldn't have gone too far. 20 minutes later, we've now come down the hill. Camp's just over there, and we're just going to see if we can shoot them from the top of this next rise. It will save us going all the way around and traversing that dodgy cliff section, and hopefully he'll be able to roll down. So we're just waiting for it to clear. It's clagged in again. As soon as it clears, I'm positioned below him and with the ridge in between us that we think we can shoot him from, and if we can see the ridge and him from here, then we'll know we'll be able to climb up this way and nail him, and hopefully he'll roll down. If he doesn't, we'll still have to go all the way around, but just gotta wait for this blooming cloud to clear now. I think the katabatic winds are just blowing the air up the valley, forming the cloud, so it should be coming and going. Fingers crossed the winter warms up. It should burn off till about late afternoon. Well, plans have changed a bit. We've just seen the Tahr go right up the top and over the top, right into those top bluffs. We won't be able to get them, even if we go up around the side all the way around to where they are. We won't be able to get to that steep stuff where they're bedded down for the day, but it looks like... What time is it, Espen? 9:40. So 9:40 they're back up the hill again, so I'd say they're probably coming down in the evening to feed, and then going right back up the top to bed down for the day. So I think we're just going to make some bacon and eggs and then slowly make our way up there this afternoon, and hopefully they'll come back down the same way they went up and we can ambush them. Yes. Check that shit out. Gentleman hunting. For another hour anyway, then we've got to climb the bloody hill. Hopefully that cloud doesn't bank up in the afternoon. So the plan is we're going to climb up there,
wait for them to climb back down, then we're going to ambush them on the way back down this afternoon, later on this afternoon, and maybe we'll find some more tar or a bigger tar once we've gone up the side of the hill, because that's the only mob of tar we found so far. We're going up there. We're just going to go up and see if we can climb all the way to the top, and then we're going to shoot it. Like I said before over there, we've been fluffing around bacon and eggs, but this time we're actually going to do it. We're just going to climb up, chip our way up the hill, and shoot them. Ready? Cheer. Up the hill. I was just thinking there's probably millions of New Zealanders out there that have never been up and experienced all this glacial terrain of the Southern Alps. It's just amazing. Massive big boulders. You can see where this is where the terminal face of the glacier was a few years ago, and you can see here where it used to be there, and then it moved to there, and then this is the last bit. We'll just cruise up. We'll cruise up to the top of this last piece here. This used to be the terminal face of the glacier right here. From here, it's just rocketed back at a really alarming rate. Now the terminal face is way back there. It really is amazing. And yeah, pretty lucky to be up here actually. Now, hopefully there's a tar that's not so lucky to be up here. Managing the risk fairly well. We're not above a bluff here, so if we slide, we'll be able to stop. Still fairly steep. My advice is to anyone who's out tar hunting, who doesn't have an ice axe, is to not go tar hunting, or maybe don't go somewhere you might need one. And if you do have an ice axe, learn how to use it. Now, it's one thing watching an instructional video, and it's another thing sliding down the hill and trying to get purchase with your axe. So if you have to, get some elbow pads and some knee pads and some thick clothing, and get out there and go for a slide. Stop yourself, slide on rocks, try sliding on some ice or some snow, drive up to the ski field and just have a practice up there before it actually happens on the hill, because it happens fast and you gain speed incredibly quickly, and it is quite difficult to self-arrest on rock. It's easy on snow, but if you're on rock and ice, it's very difficult to stop yourself once you gain speed. There you go, be safe. It's getting more frozener and more steeper. Not looking good. We've come up to the halfway mark, well, more than halfway, and looking ahead, it looks really steep. I don't know if we're going to be able to get up to where that bull is. That's the angle of the hill there, so it's like 60-65 degrees. That's pretty damn steep. Who knows, maybe it'll be nice and rocky around the corner and we'll just be able to climb up the stairway to heaven. He's just up in that bluff system somewhere. We don't know where, we can't see him, we can't see any nannies. So hopefully he hasn't gone over the back, but we're just going to chip away up here, and if we have to, we'll wait for it to get dark and shoot him then. We've come up. We're about 50 metres below them. They're on the other side of a rock up there. But we can't stalk them, because if we shoot them where they are, they'll slide off a bluff and we won't be able to get them. So we just have to wait here until they decide to come down the hill. The bull is always bigger on the other side, and that is no bull, and we've just seen two big bulls on the other side. They're only on that lower cliff face, so we can get up there. It's not a dodgy climb at all. We may even get there tonight. Actually, I don't think we'll get there tonight, because we'll have to go all the way back to camp, climb up there. But I think we're just going to... We've been waiting here for 2 hours for these ones to come out. The sun's about to drop behind the sky. It's going to get dark and frozen. We're way up the side of the mountain. So for safety's sake, we're going to go back down now, and we're going to go back to camp. I don't think we'll have a crack at those ones tonight. We want to, but I don't think we will. I think by the time we get back to camp, we'll be rooted, and we won't want to go anymore. We're going to go over nudge at them tomorrow, and even if it clouds in, we can still get up there, and we can hopefully still have a crack at them. We should be able to see them even in the clouds. So we're just going to quit. Well, the quitting's good, but camp is way down there. We are well and truly up the side of the hill. Let's get down while before it freezes and we slide our asses down over the cliff. We've got quite a way to go before we get back to camp. Should have got a Stony Creek buller with an inbuilt gun scabbard, or a central gun scabbard, or an external gun scabbard. Take your pick.
Faster.
Yep. There goes the sun. We aren't onto the steep dodgy bit yet, but hopefully it's still soft enough to get down. How nice, there's some fog coming. Make our job even more difficult. I lost my phone in the ocean the other day too, so I don't have the phone with the GPS. I've just got map and compass, but we'll be alright. Piece of piss, mate. I don't think I'm going to make it all the way out there. It'll get dark before we get there, or they might see us and bugger off somewhere else. Let's just go in the morning, eh? Greasy mutton chop. It's 4:15 in the morning. The plan today is to walk up in the moonlight out the door. He's holding his breath. Camp's way down the bottom there, and we just smashed it up here, didn't we? How are you feeling today?
Good. Looking forward to seeing the Tahr again.
Everyone always says, why are your eyes closed when I talk in the torchlight? It's because we've been in the dark and the light's bright. So there you go. You can stop commenting on this video. Why are my eyes closed? It's because I can't fucking see anything. We've been up here for about, how long? An hour now. We totally jumped the gun. We thought it was going to take us way longer to get up here. We also thought it was going to be lighter earlier than it is. So we're sitting at the bottom of this big amphitheatre, waiting for it to get light. Talking about stuff. Didn't even bring a lighter, so we can't light a fire. It's freezing up here. It's starting to get light now. It's just getting light enough to glass, so we're closing the gap to the bluff they're on to about 300 metres. Then we're going to sit down and try and pick them up. Well, it's light enough to glass now. We've been having a really good look at these faces and we can't see any of the bulls. There was 2 bulls in that face last night and we can't see them. But we're going to move around because there's a few cracks we can't see into. Hopefully they haven't moved and they're still in here somewhere. Bloomin' heck. So this is our last day of hunting. It's going to rain tomorrow, the next day and the day after that. So we've got today to shoot a bull and that's it. We're hoping to be able to shoot one, get back to camp, call the helicopter and get out today before it shits itself. You've got a good backrest. Yeah, do you want my bino case, bro? Wow. Yep, got him. Good shot. Oh, don't fall into the crevice. Jump, go in the snow. Go, jump, you bastard. Don't shoot him, just let him go. We don't want him to fall into that crevice. Shit. Yep, there he goes. Down. Hopefully we can get that one. We're not too sure if we'll be able to. Just in case we shot another one just up here too, just in case we couldn't get that one. To be sure, to be sure. Boom, another good hit.
It's rolling.
Sure, bro, shot. Very exciting. After getting up here in the dark, glassing for ages and not seeing anything, and then I just heard a rock fall and I saw the bull chasing a nanny across the scree onto the snow. So glorious. He obviously wasn't getting any. The nanny's run up. We've left her to live another day. And that, only 2 bulls and 1 nanny up here from what we can see. Crazy, in this whole valley. It's crazy. It's just Doc have just wiped them out up here. Unbelievable. Anyway, mission accomplished. Now we've got to get up there, skin these things out, grab some of the meat, back down the valley, the camp, which is down that way down there, and then hopefully get the helicopter in, bang, get on out of here before the storm hits. So how was that, mate?
It was really good. Or let's see when we find them.
Oh yeah, if we find them.
Yeah.
How are you feeling now?
Very good. I got my heat back, I think.
It's a bit cold, wasn't it?
Yeah, I was sitting there talking philosophy with you in the dark, in the cold.
How does this hunting differ to the hunting back in Norway?
Steeper slides, and you need ice axes, and you need to watch where you step a bit more, I think. Slower to move around. Takes ages to go 1 kilometer. Yeah.
Pretty amazing. It's pretty awesome country up here. Every time I come up here, I'm a little bit in awe of it. It's just amazing how these glaciers have carved out massive, big, and moved massive chunks of rock, huge rocks the size of houses, and just pushed them all the way down the valley, broken and snapped them like twigs, and left them in big jumbled piles. It really is something else. Yes, silence. The sound of silence. Shit, we've come to here. Can we get down there? Bloody hell, he's not here. What do you reckon he is?
I don't know if this melt continues around the corner or no.
We'll have to go back down and get back on the snow and walk up the snow. We've got a good patch of blood on a rock there. Hopefully he's just down below us. While we're here, he's down there. I don't know if we'll be able to get back up if we slide down. We might get stuck there. Now that we've come up there, I think I've come to the conclusion that this is actually where we got to before. We must have walked right past him. He must have gone and stuffed himself under a crack under the glacier. I'm pretty sure. We'll put a marker on the snow here, and so we can see where we were. Go back down, come back in the bottom, see if we can find him again. We must have walked right past him, or else he's run right out the bottom and we didn't see him, but I don't think so. I think we must have just walked right by him. We're back at the bottom. We came to just to there before. We didn't quite come to here because we couldn't see him, but there's an underground creek in here, and he's in there, down there into the creek. Sweet! Haha! Sweet! Awesome! We're inside a massive cavern. I'm glad he didn't bugger off down there. Look at that. Got to go get the other bull Tahr now. The day's getting on a bit. I'll tell you, I thought we'd be heading off the hill by 10 o'clock, but it's gone 10:30. We've only got one of the bulls. It was a bit of a mission to get. Bliminick. The other bull's just up around the corner. Number 2. awesome.
Nice.
Easy peasy. Just had to climb up a bit of a cliff to get him, chucked him down. Now we're going to skin him, take some meat, take the head off, take his nuts, go back to camp, call the helicopter on the Delorme satellite texting device that you can get from Fluid Electronics. What a handy piece of equipment that is. It's like a sat phone but cheaper and smaller and lighter. We may even send a text out here as soon as we head off down the hill and say send the helicopter in 3 hours. Whether or not they'll be able to pick us up remains to be seen, but we'll text Kristen anyway and she can organise it for us. Just heard back from Kristen, who's talked to the helicopter people. One of James Scott's machines is going to pick us up 2:30. We've got 2 hours to get down there, pack up camp, out of here. What a day. What a pearl of a day. What time we got, bro?
1:45.
Oh, bloody helicopter was early. We were just leisurely packing up and then Ken comes roaring up the valley. And so we just have to smash this all to bits. We'll leave the wood here for the next guys. You got the skins, yep. Quick rubbish check. No rubbish. In the helicopter. Perfect! We couldn't quite launch it before, so we had to kind of back it in and push the boat to the river, so I thought I'd just drive it straight up. Poor old Espen gets to eat pasta for dinner again for the 3rd night in a row. Look how thick the sauce is.
I got a noodle.